Hello, my name is John Anderson. I'm doing a walkthrough on the full website that I did in my LIBR 240 class. Um, this is going to be used for evidence for my ePortfolio, so I wanted to make sure I gave a walkthrough. I wanted to show that this is being hosted on my home PC. This is the reason why I have to do a walkthrough and I can't just forward a link, because this isn't hosted anywhere except for on my own PC. I have a server hosted on my computer using the WAMP software. These are my pages here: confirm, contact, gallery, index, process, story, and talent. That will make more sense once we get to it. And just to show you that I am actually going from, I'm going to launch it directly from my WAMP server, open my localhost, and it's going to take me right to the first page of my website. Now, we were instructed from the professor to use the tools that we've been learning and honing for the duration of the semester and compile them all into something that that was a fully workable website by the end. And he was pretty open to what the subject matter could be, but it had to include certain elements, and I'll cover a couple of them as we go along. But this is the home page. It's basically just made up of a dynamic responsive layout, which means if the page shrinks, everything shrinks along with it. So even if it was supposed to be the size of a mobile device reading it, it would still be able to be accessible. See all the buttons stack on top of each other to make it easy to access on a phone. The calendar lines up right in line with the screen. All of the text just drops down and form fits to the size of the screen. You can see that I have embedded videos. I have kind of like a blog style text dump here, but I do have my calendar tagging along with the with the page as it scrolls. The idea for this website, it's basically, as I am a musician and I have a lot of friends who are musicians as well, it was supposed to be kind of like a talent aggregator. It's something where people could sign up and be part of this quote unquote company, and it would help bands in my area network together. So if we go to the next page, go to the story here, it gives me a little biography on myself, and just a little bit about the story on the, again, pseudo company, and a little bit about myself in a picture. This little image next to where it says Pensato story here, this is just like a little JavaScript element that's just cycling through a bunch of images, and I think I have it on every page in some sense. Okay, we're going to go to the next page, which is the talent. And this is one of the other elements that the professor required, which was a table element. So this basically just dumps all the data into the columns, and again, it's dynamically sized. So as the size changes, everything kind of drops in, so it's still readable no matter the size of the page, or no matter the size of the screen that it's being viewed on. And each one of these has working links that go outside of this page to the internet, if the pages still work. This was I did make this in 2015, and it's now March of 2017. Okay, moving on to the next one, we're going to go to the gallery. This is one where we were supposed to show that we have, again, cycling pictures, just again another JavaScript element. We have embedded videos. Again, we have our little cycling image up here on the left-hand side. The idea was, at the time, I had rigged up this calendar to my own personal Google Calendar, and I put in a bunch of events for each of these bands, and it did populate and show up on this calendar here, the Pensato gig dates calendar. But I haven't kept it up because the website's not live. The last page is the contact page, and on here there's actually a PHP form that was put in. Um, I must disclose that the code for the PHP was not written by us. It was given to us as it was just an introductory class, basically on the tenets of HTML and CSS. But the JavaScript and PHP for this website were kind of given to us. We were just kind of plugging in our own values. But the way that it works is you would type in your name and email, and you would select one of the radio buttons. You would select as many of these checkboxes as are applicable, and you would kind of state how talented you are, and then if you wanted to put a little a blurb at the bottom. Once you submitted this, it sent it to my email in a block text. But because this is not the code was at the time of creation, it was set up to go back to the professor's server on the school's Senna server, so it does not work in its current state. But I can vouch that it did work at the time. That is basically it. I want to also show some of the code that I had. I was going to open up all the pages just to show you that what pages I was running. And index was the home page, and I'm gonna be including these as well, but I just kind of wanted to walk through these a little bit. But for example, this is that slide show of little black silhouetted instruments. You can see all the text here. This would be like a little list element, and as we go down, you can see all of the different blog posts going through. Confirmed, this one wasn't a page that we saw. This was the page that would be generated if the form was filled out on the contact page, which is here. Again, the PHP and the JavaScript were not supplied by me, but you can see here that it was doing a function. It was validating the form and making sure that everything worked, and then if it did validate, then it would send the form through the PHP server and return an email. The gallery, this is the that slideshow back on the gallery. That was this top picture here that just kind of cycles through the different images. Again, this one was not written by me. This one was supplied by the professor. But as we went down, here's that same little instrument image that cycled. This is just a list of the different images that popped up in that slideshow. And each one of these are the YouTube pages, or the YouTube links that were embedded. We're going to the story, the process. This is the process page is what would happen when the email got confirmed, and it would tell you what got sent or if there was an error. The story is that's the first or the second page here. It's very simple. It's just a couple blocks of text and a picture. So here's the blocks of text. And the talent, this is the one with the giant table on it. That would be this page here. So you can see this one just has a lot of table elements. So it starts off with the column headers, and at the very bottom of it, it had a little link, which is down here at the bottom. Whoops, the very bottom there. Oh, please ignore the beeping. It's my laundry. And lastly, each one of these is just the elements that appeared in each line for each different band. This is the table row elements. And yeah, that finishes it out. Anyway, thank you for checking it out. And again, all this code will be available along with the link, or underneath the the link that you clicked to view this video. Thank you for your consideration.